Good morning, I'm Robert, this is my wife Sandra, and this is our great-granddaughter Tori Mazak. Can you imagine how difficult it might be to try to get a 7-year-old handicapped child into the back seat of a two-door car? Well, that's the car I have. I have a 2003 Chevy Cavalier, which I bought from this dealership way back in 2003. We cannot get Tori into the back seat of the car anymore. We need a 4-door car so she could get into the back seat using her walker, and then we put the stroller in the trunk, and she has a wheelchair also. I'd like to tell you the situation of Tori. She's our great-grandchild. She was born over 3 months early, and she weighed a little over a pound and a half, so she was about the size of my hand, and she almost died. The doctor saved her life through what he calls a miracle. As she grew older, we were raising her because her parents found it difficult to spend all the time that she needed with physical therapy, occupational therapy. And then she started school and was getting therapy there, and things were going well until one day she started to scream and wouldn't stop. We took her to emergency, and emergency calmed her down. But then something happened that made her the one child maybe in the world that has a combination of cerebral palsy and some other thing, because she lost all of her intelligence in the hospital. Before this, she was able to talk. Now she doesn't know her name. She doesn't know who we are. She can't add. She doesn't hardly say a word unless it's a food word, she might say. And the label on her now is childhood disintegrative disorder, and affects 1 in 100,000 kids in the United States. So combine that with the cerebral palsy, and this makes her maybe the only child in America with a combination of these two things. So what we need is a car, and Sanj, if you bring over her walker a little bit, she could walk 25 feet with this walker, and then this will get her to the back seat of a car, and then we turn her around and shift her into the car, and that's the way we get around. So if we could get a 4-door car, we would be very happy. So thank you for your time.